everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. Hope everyone had a good week. I'm very late coming to you today. It is almost 7 p.m. And yeah, it was just one of those days. Came down with a bit of a cold yesterday. I felt the symptoms coming on a bit through the week a little bit. But yeah, yesterday was full blown. Couldn't stop sneezing. Today's a little bit of a cough, but I think nothing's getting worse. So I think that I am on the mends. But yeah, yesterday was the bad day. And then we're having plumbing issues with our toilet up here, and it is leaking into our kitchen. So that's fun. So plumber's coming tomorrow afternoon, so I'm going to come and work from home tomorrow afternoon to get that looked at. So that's good. Luckily we have 2 bathrooms, but yeah. I have a hole in my ceiling in my kitchen. Oh well. Yeah, so there's that. But other than that, everything's just hunky-dory. I just got home from the mall. Had to pick up some more tea because I went through all my tea. And got some soap from Bath & Body Works. So that's how exciting my day has been. And then, of course, I had to clean for the plumber to come. Right? That makes sense. All right, let's look at my stitching, shall we? Okay. So, yeah, working my way through the British Bake Off. And, as I said, good progress on my pieces. So that's continuing. Pretty caught up on who's been voted off so far, other than who was voted off last week. But here is how Royal Garden looks. Probably not a lot different than what you saw last week, because I haven't worked on it again since after I filmed last Sunday, so. But I do, person that this belongs to is still in the race. I guess, for top baker? Sure. Alright, let's look at my Quakers here. So spring and the winter Quaker both got, I'm not going to pull out the card pages for both. You see them. So spring Quaker and autumn Quaker got a lot of love. With this challenge. So there's spring Quaker. I don't know exactly how many stitches she got. Excuse me. That I put in during this challenge, but a lot. So that looks pretty good. Shove that back in there. And then winter Quaker, not as many stitches as spring Quaker, but that's how winter Quaker's looking. I don't think you could see, but there are some Algerian eyelets on this one and this one. Yeah, and those little snowflakes are all backstitched, which I don't really like how they look up close, but on camera they look fine, and far away they look fine. So yeah, that one is also going away now. So both of those. Sorry, my son's being loud. Both of those look pretty good. And that challenge helped them out immensely. Life Needs More Chocolate Bunnies by Hands On Design. Sorry for the glare. That one came out. Because I needed to stitch on a vegetable, I think. Or something with a vegetable. So I put those carrots in there. So yeah, this doesn't have a whole ton left to do either. So I think it's going to go on my whip-go board next year. Have it on there. And this one, I should have had my stitching done that I wanted to do on it, but I had some issues reading symbols correctly and counting, so I put it away. I'll put that back in there because it's going to get messed up. So this is, I don't know if I have a cover page. I probably do. You guys probably want to see it. No. Oh, maybe the back of this. No. Okay, I don't. So that's not even me being lazy. I don't have one. So this is Very Merry Christmas Town by Frosted Pumpkin. I believe it was a mystery stitch along at one point. I bought it when it was not. It goes along with like the Halloween Town and Maple Lane. So there's about, what, 4 shops or something that go along there. There is Christmas Town that goes in the bottom, but I'm not going to put that. But that's how this is looking. Need to stitch on something with candy. This is a candy shop. There's candy in there. That lollipop is down 1 stitch, but I don't care. But yeah, that's what was frustrating me. And the symbols for the reds and the greens, they're different symbols, but for some reason I couldn't get the different reds and greens correctly. Hello, Arlo. Do you want out? So, yeah, when I'm done here, I will go and finish. I only need like 250 stitches on it, so I only need like 150 more on that to be done with that project. So that's only stitching. I do want to talk plans a little bit, because that's all I've been able to think about is 2025 plans. And yeah, all I want to watch is 2025 plan videos, and there's not very many of those out yet. So if everyone could just get on that, that would be great. Because yeah, that's where my mind is right now. Yeah, and then next week we're going to start Flossmas on Sunday. So, okay. So plans. So as you know, in the middle of December is when Whip Warriors allow you to start all the things. In the middle of December, if you're in a no new starts category. I'm not in the new no starts category, but I do kind of follow the same idea for go crazy with your starts then, because otherwise throughout the year I finish one and then I can start one to kind of keep things in check a bit. And so that's worked well for me. So I have a list that's on my phone that's I'm talking to you on right now. So I won't bring that up, but of various things that are ready to go. And what I think I do want to start, I do want to start a bunch of Artsy Housewife stuff. And I have some big projects here that I would like to start. And I've already started kitting them up. So let's look at those. So, what I did was I went through all my DMC. So I have, it's not a master set of DMC by any means, but is literally like one of those boxes that you put screws and stuff in, like it flips open, which I've had forever, since I was a kid, to store my floss in. And so any full skeins that I have are down there. I also had some full skeins in a drawer in the living room of things that I bought because I thought I needed them for something. You know, when you're working on a project and you realize you don't have this color, and then you just put it in your phone and then you buy it next time you're in that situation. And then so those would go into this drawer and be pulled out if I actually ever came across that project again that I needed that floss for. And then I also went through my DMC. I, believe it or not, prefer to bobbinate it. You wouldn't know that by all the skeins of floss that aren't bobbinated that you see on my projects. But that is the preference. So then I also looked through, I have 3 boxes of bobbinated floss and pulled out any of the floss that looked, they were closer to fuller skeins than not on the bobbin. And so I've done this for, we'll say the 3 big projects I'm going to show you. The one really didn't have anything. I didn't really have any of the colors the one needs. So, but it's the least amount of DMC. So one of the ones I want to start is this Stained Glass Heroes. So it's a Disney piece. I should say Disney inspired. Xana cross stitch. Yeah, it doesn't say on here at all. Pretty sure it's Xana cross stitch. I have seen this being worked on. I think one completed on the Disney cross stitch Facebook group. So it's pretty crazy. $9.99 by 685 stitches. So I'm gonna do this on 28 count over 1. For it to fit on a 30-inch scroll rod, which I think is my plan. I'm going to stitch it like this. It really doesn't matter, excuse me, how this is stitched, right? It really doesn't matter. So yeah, so I want to start this. And so on my backstory with all my DMC, I went through and I found all these colors that I need for it. So it needs 150 colors in total. And I believe I still need about 80 colors for this. Right now, if I had a color, but it was not very much, I'm not going to throw that into this bag. I want to put this so I can see what it is. I'm not going to put it in a bag with a hade. Or, this isn't a hade, but a full cover such as this. When I'm going to need most of that skein, right? So I was getting this. So again, keep in mind, I haven't had to purchase any of this floss, so that's good, right? Good. Very good. And I've asked my husband to order me 2 things of 28 count even weave from Amazon. The measurements look like they were going to be what I needed, as opposed to because I was going to go to Stitch Central. But Amazon was going to be a more economical choice, especially once we figured out we had toilet issues. So there's that. Okay, so the next one I want to start is this Hade. So Quarantine Cats. I've been looking at this forever. Like, well, since COVID. That's when it was, the artwork was charted by Bridget Ashwood. I believe it was April this year that her stuff was retiring from Hade. So I purchased this one, as well as there's one that goes with it called Woofing from Home, which is the dog's version. So it's not as big. It's 675 by 506 stitches. And it's only 90 colors. These are all the colors I had for it. And I believe I need about 50 more colors for this one. So I didn't have quite as good a luck. And when I order my DMC, I'm definitely doing an online order. Not all at once, but I'll do like maybe one weekend and one the other for pickup at Michael's, because I'm not going to pick all those colors myself. And then my third big start is a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger. I believe Stick Strings and Other Things, Lee from Stick Strings and Other Things, is starting this on New Year's Eve, if that's correct. I only have this many colors for it, but the list is not that great. like it's not that big of a list. I do, excuse me, I have a piece of the Roxy Flosstube fabric, so I'm not doing all the green. But yeah, like, that's the floss list, so that's more manageable. But yeah, I was surprised that I didn't have very many. Now, looking at that blue, I'm just thinking, if it would be, because it's all that. I'm just looking at the symbols for the backstitched for the water. Not that. Maybe it's backstitched. That would be very good. Maybe it is. Just looking at the water, but I'm like, maybe a variegated floss for that. Oh, they do satin stitch. And look at the back. I'm not doing satin stitch for the water. Absolutely not. What color is it? I'm not doing that. Doesn't say. Huh. I'll have to look into that more. Yeah, so the water is satin stitched. Nope. So I might. Yeah, like I don't know. Obviously reading is not my forefront today. Because where, it doesn't say. Has to say somewhere what color it is. I don't think I got my thought out. I might get like a variegated thread from Evertone. I might ask Hannah what they're using for the water. And that be the only specialty floss. And then I'll just do DMC for everything else. Interesting. Well, that's going to bother me till I figure that out. But, yeah. So there's this on a New Year's Eve start, I believe. So those are the big pieces that I want started. And then I've been looking at a bunch of other stuff to sprinkle in as well. So now, this is spoiler alert. I picked up my Fabric of the Month club for November. I'm in the Modern Club from Roxy Floss. So, it is Ice Queen is what it is called. And this has been making me think. I don't know what I want to do on this. So I've been thinking about it a lot and I can't figure it out. But maybe you guys can help. This is the most I've spoken all day. So this is Ice Queen. So it's a purpley blue. Clearly this would be good for like a fancy lady. But I'm not a fancy lady stitcher. Yeah. This is not. But yeah, it's a purpley blue. See, that's a little bit more blue in that light, or that section of it. Yeah. So it's really pretty. But I have no idea what to stitch on it. One thing that did come to mind was the bigger piece from the Salentine's box from November. So I put the floss colors in there. That might be an idea. Or I was also kind of toying on the stitch along from Tiny Modernist from the Patreon with those cute little animals. But I don't know. I have thought a lot about this since I picked it up Friday. Yeah, I think I picked it up Friday. That's when and Caroline was there, so that was nice. Yeah, so if you have any suggestions for this fabric, just, mention it below. It can be a pattern I have, one I don't have. Again, not a big fancy lady person, so don't suggest that, because that's not going to be happening. But, yeah. Alright, that's a 25-minute video of me blabbering on. really about nothing. So, yeah, I hope everyone has a great week, and we'll start Flossmas next Sunday. So that first one will be a longer video because we'll catch up on my week this week, as well as start opening my advents. And yeah, it'll be fun. So yeah, if you have any suggestions on what I should put on that purpley bluish fabric, let me know. And then also if you know of anyone that has a plans video for 2025 yet, let me know. Because that's what I'm all about right now. All right, talk to you soon.